Hello, everyone. We're just now getting started here on Zoom and YouTube Live. If you're joining us live on YouTube, note that we're not monitoring the chat, but you're welcome to first like the session. Hello, everyone. We're just now getting started here on Zoom.
Chat, if you like, we'll answer a little bit later.
Good morning, everyone. We want to start welcoming you here to GovDirections Gov School, and today we're going to talk about capability statement updates in your profile with a small business. And I'm going to walk you through some instructions with that. It's an important part of making sure you present your information directly to governments. Your chat today, unfortunately, is not open. And we're also not allowing recording of this particular session. We are live on YouTube. You will be able to see the recorded version of this presentation immediately after. If you do have a question today, you can reach out to us. The number will be available, as well as some instructions on how to book a special time with us if you need. Get started here. I like to give everybody a little time to get into the room. It starts officially at 10 o'clock, but we'll get started about 10:02. So we're getting everything set up here for you as we get started today. I do appreciate you coming. Continuing to let everybody in. I know it's an early morning session for those in the West Coast, and I appreciate you if you're popping in at 7 a.m. We're going to do this particular session a couple of times. It's a very important that you do make this update to your profile. Local governments, state agencies, federal agencies, prime contractors all use this database. And I'm going to explain to you the importance as we go along. We'll get started here at about 10:02 to continue to let individuals in the room. I know this is not my real background there. I'm sitting an area where we're a bright sunny day in Atlanta. It's going to be a nice day, and unfortunately that probably will shine on the screen. So I've got a faux background today, which is with a bike. That is my preferred mechanism of commuting, and so it's appropriate that we use that. So thank you for coming today. We've got just a couple more minutes here. Continue to let individuals in. I would share with you today. I have the chat is actually not open this time for a variety of reasons. And if you do have a question, you can click on our contact area to reach out to us, and we'd be glad to assist you. I'm going to walk through a couple of links. I am going to send this out as well to those who attended, and so you'll be able to follow along. Okay. So we'll get started here, and let me just check here one more time, getting some notes. Actually, still the number of individuals trying to get in, so let me just give them just a couple of minutes. It's an early morning session in certain parts of our country. I'm here in Atlanta, so it's already midday, so we're ready. We're moving along. Thank you for coming. And once again, welcome to everybody here to GovDirections and GovSchool. This is a service that we have, GovDirections. Of course, we've been around since 1998, and we serve just over 125,000 members who've registered our site to use us in some way, and we certainly appreciate your attention when we send out an email like this to try to make sure you've got everything ready to go whenever you actually go and bid. It is our primary goal was to serve as an aggregator that is pulling together, bids that are issued, so 5,000 calls for bids and proposals every single day from agencies all across the United States, and in fact in 74 countries now, and we continue to pull that information and place it in front of you based on profile settings that you have. Profiling your company is extremely important. This allows you to make sure that you receive bids that match you. Also, it allows agencies to know who to reach out to, because there's a lot of you. In fact, I think there's about 1,200 new businesses every day on average that are trying to work specifically with the federal government and are going into their systems. And as you know, in your first step, you go and actually register at SAM. SAM is the System for Award Management, and it begins the process of alerting federal government contractor officers that you're interested in working with them. But local and state governments also can use this system, or these systems that are tapped into that, in order to identify potential marketplaces for products that they actually serve. I think I have my SAM profile up here now. When you come in, you can actually find yourself. As you know, you have a unique entity ID. And the information that you provide here is used for an overlay in the dynamic small business search system. If you're not familiar with that, I'm going to actually take this and drop this into the chat box so you can actually see the domain, the URL that's there. Okay. There we go. If you haven't ever been to this is a way for them to actually search and find you. And then, of course, we have RFP Delivery, which is our site, and we pull information not only from the federal government, but local and state governments, as well as prime contractors advertise. We have an announcement mechanism that allow them to come in and actually publish their bid so that they know when they know that you know that they're actually interested in procuring or is having someone assist them in a bid that they're actually seeking there. It's called our announce program. They can announce the RFP, and then that's matched to you based on your award. Okay. As we go into this, you'll see one of the features that we have, of course, when you come into your account at our dashboard. And you can just click on any link, any of our logos, or if there's a human symbol, and you will find your name here where it says mine is here. I call it Winning Contractor. And this is your dashboard within our system, and you're allowed to go in and actually set put some settings in that will control your daily alert. It's a previous 24-hour period. And then you can actually come in and on the left-hand side, do some filtering of bids, keyword within filters. And then on the right-hand side here, do global searches. So every time you search here, it searches our entire database. If you're searching a keyword here, it can be limited then by industry as well as states that you're in. And just so, for example, if I was looking for trucks and let's see here, a truck in Alaska or California, then I would just search there, and then I can apply that filter or save it. And once you save it, it's there always. And I can search very quickly, and that's going to give you just those bids in Alaska and California. Now, if I do a global search in the right-hand side, then that's going to give you bids throughout the entire country. So 22 in California, and then 243 within the entire, with all over. Of course, our map view allows you to come in and see those by the map. Now, a feature of our system allows you to come in and actually tell us about your company in a little bit more detail. Okay, the capability statement option here on the right-hand side is where you would load your company's capability. You can come in, and once you're logged in, you can choose your statement and then upload that. Okay, and so if I have that there, then I would go in and actually pull that up, and then allow me to go into my that actual bid there. Do that. I'm gonna cancel here, and it would then load up into my account. When I'm at my account, I can go in and specifically pull. I'm getting too many windows open here. Pull that information when I click on my name, Winning Contractor, and then I have my capability statement listed here, as well as information you may have added if we built your capability statement. So if you don't have your capability statement, we do have services that allow that we can provide to you to assist you in the development. It's a very affordable option that captures the critical information that the local, state, and federal agencies use in order to determine if they're going to oftentimes develop a marketplace for you to respond to. The capability statement is specifically designed for the federal government. They're the ones who, started the request. Frankly, 5 years ago, really wasn't even a thing. Now it's become a document, as you can see here, some of the images that helps you brand your company. As a part of that information that's been requested now, you can add this to your small business profile. Here is the small business profile system that I just linked to. And it's important that you do this for your company. Okay. And so, for example, I've got here some basic information about my company, and I'm going to pull my UEI, and I'm going to show you how my profile is set up in SBA. Okay, and so I'll go here, and then the way a contracting officer potentially will vet you is they will then go in and go through and drop in your UEI, and then allows them to go in and then do a search, and they can see information about your company. Okay, and I purposely changed this today so I can show you some defaults or some things that you need to make sure are there. Okay, first, your basic information is pulled from SAM as you've entered that. Okay, and so it's going to be an overlay. Okay, if you notice here though, in this particular section, my capabilities narrative is not there. Okay, it's very important that you have your narrative built, and that's built for a variety of reasons, but primarily so that the government itself, when a contracting officer goes in and tries to determine if there's a marketplace that they can find you, and that's built typically a paragraph about your company, and you place that within your profile. We also use keywords. You see here, I do have my keywords that we do information retrieval and delivery in our particular services. I traditionally don't work with federal governments, but this is a profile so that you can see how it works. And you always want to make sure that you got your website is a hyper secure link. But what is now available is the ability to drop and put in your capability statement link. And we should have that put in your profile in order for governments to quickly pull that. Okay, a lot of us do not have that. So I help a number of clients, and I've been noticing really a lot of us just you don't have your capabilities narrative built the correct way, and you don't have your capability statement linked. And that's important. And making sure that you have your keywords. The keywords, typically you will fill that in on your SAM registration, and that's picked up. Okay, so it's important that you go through and update your profile. You do this not in SAM, but in SBA. Okay, and in order to do that, I'm going to show just quickly a video about how to register so we can watch this together. It's about a 3-minute video, and then I'm going to drop this into your link into the chat box here for your third link today. Okay. This is on YouTube, okay, and we can provide this to you if you just reach out to us. But I will also send a reminder later. Okay.
Welcome to DSBS training. This application is also referred to as ProNet supplemental pages. In this video, we will look at how to register and log in to DSBS profile. Start by going to SBA Connect, connect.sba.gov. If you already have an account with sam.gov or login.gov, you do not need to create a new account. You can sign in with the same credentials. Now, we will walk through creating a new account. Click on Create an Account, review the terms and conditions, and click Accept. Click on Create an Account, enter your email address. Then, check the box to accept the login.gov rules of use. Click Submit. Next, check your email and log in with the link provided. You will be prompted to enter a password. Click Continue. Next, set up your authentication method. In this example, let's select text or voice message. Click Continue. Enter the phone number. Click Text Message. Send code. Enter your one-time passcode. Then click Submit. If you wish to add another method for verification, go ahead or skip for now. Click Agree and Continue. You will be prompted to enter your profile information, even if you have used your sam.gov or login.gov credentials. Once completed, click Submit. Click Access, Request Access. Select the DSBS profile. Click Yes in the pop-up alert. Enter a valid unique entity identifier in the text box. You have the ability to add more than one unique entity identifier. Scroll down and click Submit Request. An email will be sent and the status of the message will appear as pending until approved. Once the approver approves the request, you will receive an approval email. Your request will be approved by the GCBD office within 2 business days. Log into the system. If you go to Request Access, you should be able to view the status as approved. You will now have the option to access DSBS from the Connect dashboard. This concludes DSBS training. If you have any questions, please review the user guides or contact the support team.
So a very simple system to register for access. And once you register for access, you will be able to log in and you'll see this particular option where you can go in under General and update your capabilities narrative. Okay, you want to have it, written up in potentially, I use a paragraph, maybe 2 to 3 sentences to discuss our company. But in that narrative, you need to build it, which is search engine optimization, and I'll show you why in just a minute, using some really strong keywords about your company. So, for example, I do classification and compensation analysis. I would just put in there classification and compensation, and then maybe organization study, using this keywords in my description. Okay. I'm also going to go in and talk about any kind of special equipment or materials that I have, specifically, maybe if I'm a demolition contractor or if I'm a large somebody who rents equipment, for example, I would do that. Yeah. Also, my bonding levels are all here, and other types of items that I can agree to in this particular profile. Here, and it's not highlighted as well. You can go in and type in where your capability statement is at on your website. Okay, and if I put just my address, and then I always want to make sure that's a hyper secure link. Now, GovDirections and RFP Delivery, we're building a new capability statement directory, which will have a unique link for you to actually place here, and we can provide that to you. But I wanted to make sure that you knew where to go in order to actually to add this. And this is a tool that's now available for you, and so that and I encourage you to go and update that. And the primary reason for that, I'll keep referring to this, is how you're searched within the system. Because if an organization, a local, state, or federal agency, contracting officer, or a prime that's looking for subs, or even subs that are looking to work together, if you're looking to do joint ventures, they come to this database to find matching companies. Okay, and the number one way that they do that is not by the UEI, because UEI is a vetting mechanism. So once I know I'm considering you, if I'm a contracting officer, I then go and I search you and find out more about you. Everything you've told me, you've also already placed in your SAM profile or in your SBA profile. Okay, so it's an overlay there. The number one way they actually do that is they go back through and they look here under keyword, and let's just say I'm looking for somebody who sells trucks, or truck in Georgia or Arizona, maybe. Let's just see. Okay. I then go in and search that. And when I do that, it's going to show me organizations that provide this service, whatever that keyword was. Okay, and this keyword is in your narrative. And so if you don't have your narrative done, then you're not going to come up in this list. Okay, and so you automatically miss out on that opportunity, and you don't want to miss out on opportunity when something was so simple to do. But yet, I have a little of the last 10 clients I talked to, all of them have still not done this simple step. And I wanted to encourage you to go actually and do that. And I would just share with you, even when I open one of these, let's just see what happens. Okay. And they actually have their capabilities built, added in there. So it's important that you do that. And then you have a link when it goes to it, shows that capability statement. Okay. Let's just do a couple of these to see. Not there. So getting part of this is important, but getting all of it is very important. Okay, I'm going to stop there, and if there are hand raised, I think I've got one here from Lisa. I'll see if Lisa has a question. Go ahead, Lisa. Let me make sure you can unmute yourself at this point. Okay. Before I do that, though, because this was live on YouTube, before I answer any more questions and get to questions, I want to stop the live session so that we can open our conversation just a little bit more freely, and that will allow us to protect your privacy, and that's important. If you are live on YouTube, what I would provide to you that if you have a question, you can go here, contact us. If you're a member in your home website on the page here or dashboard, if you'd like to talk specifically about this topic, hit Let's Zoom. And when you go into Let's Zoom, choose the small business profile option, and then we will be glad to assist you with that as a member. Okay. So thank you for watching on YouTube, and I'm going to stop that recording